Hey, basic questions that I am often asked as a real estate agent by sellers. So if you're thinking about selling your house, the first question I'm often asked is, when should you come and see it? Usually followed by, we're not ready for photos, or we're not ready for you to see it. Well, the best time for me as a real estate agent to look at your home, if you're considering possibly even selling it this year, maybe not even till next year, is right away. And the reason I say that is because I can tell you what things make sense to do to get your home ready. I can give you a list of people that can help you do it. I can tell you what to hold off on doing. You know, if you've been thinking about putting a $40,000 deck on your house, but you're going to sell it next year, we might not advise that you do that because you might not get the money back on it. But if you're thinking about renovating, it's a good idea to make sure that if you're planning to sell, that the renovations you plan and the finishes you pick and the colors and the cabinets and the countertops are all going to be colors and finishes that will help you sell the home to the largest buyer pool possible. So if you're thinking about selling, it's never too soon to ask for me to come and take a look. I'm always happy to do that. The other question I'm often asked by sellers is, what happens if I want to sell my home and buy another? How do we tie those two transactions together? Well, that's a great question. In a balanced market, and right now we're in a seller's market if you haven't been paying attention, but in a balanced market, you have the option, of course, of getting your home ready to sell, and then we photograph it, and then you list it for sale, and then we find you a home. Or maybe we look for a home, and at the same time you get your house ready to sell, and then we go ahead and photograph it and you're on the market. So there are a couple of different ways that we can structure it. In a seller's market, which is what we're in right now, the very best way to do it is to get your home ready, get it photographed, let us put our marketing materials together, and then we list it at the same time that you are actively looking for a home. And know that in a seller's market, we have the leverage to ask for a rent back so that you can tie your two transactions together. Or perhaps there's a period of time where you are in temporary housing. I know that sounds really unappealing, but I've had a couple of clients who've decided to go visit family or take a short vacation in between moves. So there are options. I'm always happy to talk about it. We can be creative. The last question I'm often asked as a seller is, what is the timeline? So we believe on my team that we only get one chance to make a first impression. That means that when we put your house in the MLS, so it shows up on Zillow and Realtor.com and Trulia and all the other sites, we have one chance to make a first impression in front of a pool of buyers. So even though it's a seller's market and homes are selling quickly, we want to make sure that your home makes enough of a first impression that we get lots of buyers through the door. So we do that by taking photos, of course. We have an in-house digital photographer who is amazing, and we do video, and we do 3D tours, and we do aerial drone photography, and we put together a comprehensive marketing package that includes a digital guide, of course, a website that's custom to your home. We put together a full glossy magazine exclusively about your home. We put together a video that gives a quick tour. Those perform especially well on social media, and all of these things take time. So from the moment we are at your house and taking photos, we usually can be coming soon within 48 hours, and then we can be on the market within 7 days with all of those materials ready to go. So if you have any other questions, you're thinking about selling, you're not sure your house is ready, just reach out. I am always happy to chat.